Hey guys, it's been a few weeks, but I thought it is time to record another YouTube video. So, in this video, I want to go down on specifically inducement setups on gold, which I have taken this last week. So, let me clear up my chart and remove all the drawings and showcase you guys what we actually have. So, when we did go down to the 4-hour time frame, and it was around this area here over here, there was a fat demand. And at this point, I was still not sure what gold was about to do, because this high didn't surpass this wick. So I was like, okay, there's not much bullish momentum over here. But what I had noticed was that we created some equal highs here. So with these equal highs being created, I knew that there was liquidity resting above these highs, which eventually needed to be taken out. So when price did go down in this area over here, I was actually waiting for a inducement setup to occur so we could buy gold. So when we go down, and let me actually find this setup over here. For this setup, you had to go down into the 50 minutes, and I think that I sent out this trade on my Instagram. Yeah, I did. So a lot of people actually made some money from this move as well. Yeah. Alright, this was the setup over here. So price did go down into a higher time frame demand. So it was a very strong area for price to reverse and go up, which was here. So as you can see, we had a lot of spikes into that zone, and with a impulsive move to the upside, and where imbalance was created. So price did go back, retraced, and did go up again. Made a valid break of structure on multiple time frames. So as you can see, this high was a valid break of structure, when the break of structure was made, price also left some liquidity below here. So there was liquidity below here, and we've had this very beautiful candle where a demand was created. So as you can see, I have an indicator, and this indicator is the Asian range. You can find it and apply it to your chart as well. And basically with this Asian range, what I essentially do is I target the high or the low of the Asian range from the previous day. So as you can see, or the previous day, the previous night, most recent night. So this was the most recent night's Asian range, and my target was this high over here. So this over here is a inducement setup. So my entry around here was my entry, and my stop loss was just at the low of this wick from this candle. So this was my risk to reward. We had a 3 to 2 and a very excuse me guys, sorry for that. So we had a very beautiful setup over here, and the extended target was actually here because imbalance was also here, which needed to be filled. Now this was setup number 1, which I took on gold. Now the second setup on gold, which we will mark up right now, is over here. So as you can see, and let me clear up this risk to reward, this was the first demand which we tapped into. Then we had the second demand on the 15 minute where we took the first trade from. So from then there was this demand created. And let me put it like this. So this area over here was a very good area to buy from again. So at first I was looking at these lows over here, and I was hoping that price would have tapped into this zone here and then go up, but it didn't. So eventually price created liquidity here, also created a very nice break of structure here. So this was a valid break of structure, did go very high and closed above these wicks over here. Then retraced all the way back and tapped into this POI here. Now, what I suggest you guys do if you are approaching this kind of setup aggressively, always make sure to put your stop loss below the wick. So don't be like this, because as you can see, you would have been stopped out, and in this scenario that's not funny, because after you've been stopped out it shot all the way up. So but for this target, what I suggest is to target the most recent high. So this was a very nice target as well, but the extended target were these equal highs over here. So this overall was a risk to reward of 1 to 10. Now, from my personal experience, I wouldn't hold the trade all the way to these equal highs over here, because I would have probably taken out around 50% at a risk to reward of 1 to 3, or at this initial high here. And yeah, these are two setups which I have taken on gold, and as you see, these are inducement setups to be specific. So I only trade these kinds of setups. I have another strategy which is my own personal strategy based on experience and intuition. It cannot be explained because it is very hard to to explain to you guys. So I hope that you guys have learned something from these analysis on gold. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.